the TFL. Okay? So we're going to start with ADduction, and then we'll go into ABduction and the TFL itself. Okay? So I need a volunteer. So we're testing ADductions. ADduction. Let's say that we want to test for left adductors specifically. First off, what muscles are we testing? Adduction. The adductors. Okay, so our magnus, our longus, our brevis, and our gracilis. Don't forget the gracilis. He's in that adductor group. Okay.
What about pectinis?
He's in there. He makes an appearance, kind of thing. But
Has it listed with the others?
yeah, so he's there. Okay, he's not considered a main adductor.
Prime mover, right? That's we need to know the prime movers, and that's
Not necessarily a prime mover.
Oh, it's like tattoo, you like to sing it, but it's not like you play a big role. You just said, I'm playing.
Okay, so what position, if I'm testing her left adductor, what position do you think I want to have her in? Sideline on her right or her left side?
her left. Wait, which one was this?
Testing left.
You're testing left,
So you want to
which is adducting. You go against gravity. We're going to have her lying on the same side.
That's what I said.
On the left. Okay? So, lie down on your left side there. I'm going to have you scoot just a tinge more towards me.
Okay.
There we go, right there. Okay? So, some people will like put their patient up in this position to do adduction, which if they can do it, great, but I guarantee that nobody over 70 is going to be able to do this. Probably nobody or very little people over 50 or 60 are going to be able to do this. Heck, maybe some people over 40 won't be able to do this, okay? So not the ideal position for a manual muscle test, because it's not ideal. But we want to get this out of the way. Which, she's just floppy fish. One bonus, as Gus would say.
This is what you wanted.
One bonus. So, I'm going to hold it up out of the way. How much adduction do we have? What's our normal range? 20 to 25, right? So if I'm holding it up here, even if she's a healthy adult, do you think she's going to be able to get to, like,
No.
push that leg out of the way? No. So if I'm holding it right here, I'm fine. This is going to give her adequate normal range of motion or ability to achieve it. So let's see what she's got. Keep that knee straight, toes pointed forward, and lift your other leg up to this one. But I'd say that's within normal range, okay? So I know that I can give her at least a what? 3. Okay, now let's apply some resistance. But as we apply resistance, they might try and do something with this leg, or they'll try and go and rock back or rock forward, and we want to keep those hips nice and stacked, just right on top of each other. Okay? The easiest way to do that is by controlling the leg that I'm holding. What arm am I holding this leg with? My right arm. And is this her right or left leg? Right leg. So you hold the leg with the same arm, or your same arm, okay? And I'm wrapping right around front like that. And if I've got it nice and close to me, without even doing anything with this hand, I can control her any way I want to. So if she starts to roll back, I can say, I don't think so. If she starts to roll forward, I can say, I don't think so. Okay? So I can control those hips. Now, as I'm holding, I'm going to take the other hand and I'm going to give her some resistance, just proximal to the knee. I want you to lift your leg up until you feel my hand and then hold it there. Don't let me push you down. Ooh, nice strong adductors. All right, good, and relax. Easy 5 out of 5 on that, okay? What if she wasn't able to go through full range? And I want to see if I can at least get her a 2. What position would be gravity minimal? Could go supine, or you just get them on their back. It's a little more comfortable for patients. Lying on their back. And on their,
Supine.
I was thinking prone.
I'm like,
I don't know what I said. on their back. Okay, yes, supine. Get them on the back. Okay? Roll on your back for me. And I don't really have to move this leg. I can just bring her out into abduction and see if she can go back into adduction or into neutral. Again, I'm just holding it, supporting. Go ahead and go back. I'm not applying any resistance. I'm not helping her. Just seeing if those adductors will even bring me back to neutral. Okay, so I don't have to worry about moving the other leg or anything like that. I just take the leg I tested into abduction and have her come back to neutral. Okay, so that's adduction. Abduction, we're going to stick with the same side. So we're testing her left side there. What muscles are we testing? The glute min and glute med. Okay, so we're going to be our primary ones. TFL comes in, he makes a little appearance. But primarily going to be that glute med and min. So to get her against gravity, what position do I want her in? Left side is what we're testing.
On her right side.
On her right side. So I'm going to face me, or roll like you were and face them. Either way, I don't care. There you go. Okay. And then we scooch toward me just a hair. There we are. Okay. Again, we want to try and keep the hips stacked, but all she's going to do is straighten her knee and bring her leg up into abduction. So bring it up as high as you can for me. Oh, good. And back down. Okay. If she starts to roll off backwards or posteriorly, then she might engage the hip flexors. We don't want that to happen. If she starts to roll forward, she might engage those extensors. We don't want that to happen. So again, we got to stabilize those hips so they're nice and stacked. Now, glute med and min. Are they very big muscles when compared to like the quads or the glute max or the hamstrings? Pretty small, right? But they're strong. Really strong. A lot stronger than most people think. Therefore, we still want to have a little bit of advantage over them. So where do you think we're going to apply our resistance? Down at the ankle. Okay? However, if the patient has anything wrong with their knee, they've had surgery, they have pain, whatever, something's wrong with the knee, do not apply resistance at the ankle. Apply it just proximal to the knee, because we don't want to mess anything else up in there, because that's a lot of stress that can be placed on it. Okay, so we're gonna have you bring your hand, bring up to my hand. There we go. Keep her nice and stacked, and then I'm gonna apply that resistance. 4, 5, good, and relax. Nice 5 out of 5. Now, grade 2. She wasn't able to go through full range. What position do you think I need to get her in?
Either in supine or on her back.
Yes, one of those two will work perfect. Yes, supine on the back. Okay. Now, just like adduction, she's already in a neutral or adducted, but we want to test her abductors. So I'm just going to support her leg and then have her move her leg out to the side, abduct. There we go, and then I can bring her back. Okay. Easy, simple. Any questions on adduction or abduction?
Normal range for abduction again.
Normal range for abduction.
30.
30 to 55.
Ready to 55. Okay. We got one more.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, so that's just straight add and abduction. However, we also have the option of abduction using the TFL. Okay. What do you think the position? Well, so what motions does the position, or what motions does the TFL help out with? Abduction and flexion are the primary ones. Okay. I mean, it actually helps with internal rotation as opposed to external rotation, just because it's where it's at. Anyway, the primary and flexion and ABduction. Okay. So, knowing that, what position do you think we want her in as far as going against gravity? Let's say we're going to be testing her left.
On her right side.
On her right side, just like the abductors. So, right side, facing them. Okay, but if I have her just go straight up, then I'm getting the abductors. But but I want to try and isolate the TFL a little bit more. I'm not going to get complete, but isolate it a little bit more. So, what do I need to do?
I'm reading the book, so I don't want to.
You are reading the book. What motions does the TFL perform?
Flexion, abduction.
Flexion. So we got abduction here, but flexion is the other one.
So,
So we're actually going to put her in 45 degrees of flexion. Okay? TFL is a little guy. He's only about right here. Not very big muscle. Not very strong muscle. So where do you think we're going to resist? At the knee, because we don't need a mechanical advantage. Okay? But now we've got her in flexion and abduction as she comes up. We're going to kind of resist in almost a diagonal way. We're not going to go straight down, but kind of in a diagonal way so we can get both motions. But again, we're going to be at the knee because we don't need that much of advantage. So go ahead and lift up to me. Woo! She went into internal rotation.
You didn't tell me that.
So, we don't want that to happen. Okay? We wanted to try and keep it straight as she brings it up, just like that. And then I apply the resistance. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Even though she was shaking, she still made it, and she got a 5 out of 5. But let's say she can't go through full range. Can't give her a 3. So I want to see if I can give her a 2. What position would be gravity minimal?
Two five?
Sitting down.
Yeah.
Sitting down on the plinth, like with her legs hanging off?
No.
Their legs out.
Oh, so sit up with your legs on the plinth, so long sitting, but not on your side, on your rump, all the way.
Not like a mermaid.
There you go. So not like a mermaid. She's in just about the perfect position for TFL gravity minimal. Just take this hand and bring it back here as well. Sit. There's a 45-degree angle right there. Exclamation, exclamation. Okay, so then all I gotta do is support her as she does that same motion. Bring it out to the side. Yay! Gravity minimal for the TFL. Okay, any questions about those 3 motions? Okay, let's try it out.